Hello. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hola. Why is this doing? There we go. I caught up over the weekend. Nice. Shalom. All right, what time is it? Oh, we're almost there. I'm losing my shit. MCR is coming to Australia. Not my state, but even though I'm 20, I can't go because I have no friends. Okay. To be fair, you don't need friends to go to a show. Since I've been single, I've been going to a lot of shows by myself. And, I mean, it's not awesome, but I do it. I'm not going to let it stop me from going. This is a pretty cool song. I say still go to the show. Especially, like, everyone's freaking out about MCR. My dad won't let me go unless I go with someone. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. All right. I am going to grab some more coffee. And then we will get this started. I'll be right back. The song is good, huh? I think. Oh, it's almost over. Me when the spoiler redacted kicks in. Yeah, we don't have any guests today. I thought I had somebody lined up, but then I didn't. So we are just gonna do this. We're gonna do this with just us today. Tomorrow we have a guest. But today it'll probably just it'll be nice because we'll get through a bunch. Yeah. Ooh, I think I was echoing probably. Sorry. Okay. We're guests. You are the best guests. You're the only guests I really need. But I do like having other guests here. But it'll just be us. It'll be a chill Monday. A very chill Monday. Where did we leave off? So for anybody who this is their first time here, my name is Cassie. I work at For Fans by Fans. I'm the artist community manager. I am doing a blind read-through of Homestuck leading up to 413. Everything's pretty new. Definitely far beyond anywhere right now that I have any idea what's going on. And it's okay. We like you. Oh, I like you too, Melissa. I just want to tell you Rev is on page 3009. Really? God damn. Last time I talked to Rev, he said he was on 2000 or he must have got through a lot. That's all right. He'll be on the show on Thursday, I think. All right. So we are at, let's see where we're at here. Ooh, we don't have a fun voices, just my voice. I'm sorry, dudes. Okay, so we left off with let's see, we have Terezi and Egbert, and I'm already missing Butt Snipe. Your voice is fun. He did stream yesterday. Aw, thanks, Arsha. Alright, I'm not going to be able to match the Terezi the butt snipe laid down on us, but we'll make it work. And honestly, if one of my previous guests ends up in the chat, let me know. If you've been a previous guest and you want to join in on today's stream, we can just kind of like nudge you in, because I have 2 hours. Alright, so we left off with Terezi and John. I'm not sure what this is. It just looks like John. Oh, Terezi was telling John where to go. I remember that bit. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. Oh, wow. What's that? Oh, I haven't done a Terezi yet. It's your Denison's palace. My Denison? Every planet has a Denison that lives deep underground. Oh, my Terezi's bad. Sorry. Sleeping and guarding a huge grist hoard. Okay. The way down to its lair is through the palace. So you want me to go down there and kill him? Wait, what? Interesting. It's like a boss? Won't that be kind of hard? Ordinarily, you'd have absolutely no chance at your meager level, but you have an advantage. Oh, usually how it's supposed to go is, over the course of your quest, you will wake the Denison, and then finally you go through the 7th gate, which is the only way into the palace. It's like a weird, kind of like the granny's voice in a weird way. I'm not a voice actor. Gonna have to bear with me here. Then you go down and fight the Denison and kill it, releasing the horde. So what's my advantage? You won't bother waking it. We will skip right to the 7th gate, find its lair, and kill it in its sleep. Okay, what's the point of releasing the grist horde? Is it just so I can make tons more sweet loot? No way! The horde contains so much more grist than you could ever use in an alchemitor. I mean, you could, I guess, but that's not the point. It's for the ultimate alchemy. What's the ultimate alchemy? It's nothing for you to worry about. See that gate over there by the broken bridge? Go check it out. All right, John, examine gate. That's good. Aw, thanks, guy. You're so supportive. You're so supportive. High-pitched chain smoker, and it kills my throat. Oh, man. Yeah. Yep. So this is the 7th gate. That'll take me into the palace and down to the sleeping Denizen. Nope! This is just a simple return node. There are lots of these around. Just hop in. Don't worry, I'll get you to the gate soon after that. John, hop in. Oh. Okay. VWAR, prepare gift for the WQ. Oh, he's still pounding this thing. Oh, that's right. That's kind of where this weird-ass place we left him off on. Oh, he's got a crown. Oh, the sexy one. It's the sexy one. Nope. Oh, here's PM. Meanwhile, in a long discarded memory, a parcel mistress seeks audience with royalty. Oh, I like her. I like this thing. The sexy one. Rice Milk caught the stream live for the first time. Oh, yay! I'm glad to have you here. I love losing my voice when acting Homestuck characters. Honk. Oh, it's you. All right. She's also the sexy one. They're giving some cards. A flurry of disquieting happenstance is related to the adored sovereign. With no other options, her counsel is all that's left to be sought. Oh, it's a ring. Oh, it's like, what? Oh, so like when it's on her, that's weird. It's me, yeah. That's what Jack told her to get so she could get the green package, remember? Oh, right. Abdication is never ideal, but in the face of inevitable conquest, conceding ground can supply the only remaining advantage. The final hope for victory lies in patience and planning. The White King, of course, can be found on the battlefield. His crown may be retrieved there. The ring must be designated for protection. He will supply further instruction on this matter. Well, she looks way less fancy now. The royal duty has been accepted. Oh, is it the same? Oh, it's the same lady, I guess. And in time, fulfilled. The ring prototypes. Oh, Pam. Uh-oh. Why is this lightning bug freaking out? It's freaking out. Ooh, it's like Koopa shells. Rose, consult with Jasper Sprite. Oh, here's a new one. Meow. Oh. Whoa. What is happening? Okay. Is that all you have to say? I thought you were supposed to be more helpful after your resurrection. Like a ghostly spirit guide, wise if frustratingly cryptic. Actually, cryptic behavior would be welcome at this point. This is just inane. Should I report to the others that my Colonel Sprite is a lolcat? Maybe Dave can take some screen captures and overlay some poorly spelled captions, assuming he hasn't already. Meow. What are you doing there, by the way? Oh, now he's talking. I'm fishing! Oh, so you can talk. But sadly, there are no fish, I think. They were all eaten by the denizen. I don't know if that's how Jasper Sprite sounds. Jasper's a girl, right? A boy? You know, if I ever get a mic and you don't have a guess, I will offer myself to join you if, like, it's daytime and so I don't wake the neighborhood. Aw, that would be great. Yeah, let me know if you do get a mic. Jasper's a boy. Oh, okay. I guess cat gender voices aren't really that important. Jasper's is a cat. Well, I got that. He's a boy, but also a kitty. So this voice still fits. Okay, I'll just do that. They were all eaten by the denizen. Who? It ate everything in the ocean, and it got so full that it took a long nap. No, there is surely not a single living thing left, which is too bad, because I'm pretty hungry. I think there might be some tuna in the cabinets. Oh, good idea. I will look there. Jaspers, the message you gave me years ago before you disappeared, what did you mean? Meow. I don't understand. Is there some meaning to these responses, or are you just being obstinate? You will understand when you wake up. Am I asleep? Yes. Rose, I am just a cat, and I don't know much, but I know that you're important, and also you're what some people around here call the Seer of Light. And you don't know what that means, but you will. See, it's all tied together. All the life in the ocean, and all the shiny rain, and the songs in your head, and the letters they make. A beam of light, I think it's like a drop of rain, or a long piece of yarn that dances around when you play with it to make it look enticing. And the way that it shakes is the same as what makes notes in a song. And a song, I think, can be written down as letters. So if you play the right song, and it makes all the right letters, then those letters could be all the letters that make life possible. So all you have to do is wake up and learn to play with the rain. Does that make sense, Rose? Sorry, I disappeared for so long. Sort of. It sounds like you aren't exactly in complete command of this information yourself, so I won't press you on it for now. You're a pretty good cat, Jaspers. I missed you. Cat is a gender. That's true. Cactus. Okay, I won't write like that. It's a little difficult. That does look hard to write. I mean, you'd have to like, I feel like you'd need like a keyboard stroke, like something that would, sorry, I'm running a little bit slow this morning, guys, but I'll get it. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Cool. Neon binary. Okay, that's really cute. Neon binary. All right, Rose, Pester Jade. I spoke with Jaspers. I didn't understand what he told me. He said I'll understand once I wake up. For some reason, this made me think of you. Yeah, I bet he's right. We wouldn't happen to be talking about awakening in a sort of breezy philosophical sense, would we? Is my dead cat concerned with my enlightenment? Should I prepare to shed this coil of ignorance and suffering? Wow, no, I don't think so. He's being a bit more literal than that. What did he say? I doubt I could reproduce the statements with fidelity. It was like listening to a 5-year-old describe a dream. The content manages to take back seat to the simple, heartwarming spectacle of the moment. Well, what he meant was that you have a dream self who is supposed to wake up whenever your real self goes to sleep. We all do, all 4 of us, I mean. But see, your dream self still stays asleep when you go to sleep because you haven't woken up yet. I think I get it. I take it your dream self is wide awake when you sleep? Yes. And would I be out of line in additionally presuming this has been the case for many years, at least as long as I've known you? No, you would not be out of line. In fact, I'm asleep now. That was to be my next wild presumption. So, when I wake up, can I look forward to being able to message people in my sleep too? No, only I can do that because of my robot. Oh, right. I forgot about your robot. My short-term recall seems to eschew the profoundly ridiculous. You guys can probably make your own, I guess, but you need to wake up first for it to matter, and maybe by the time that happens, you might not even need them. I'm not sure if necessity is a concept I'd associate with such a contraption even under the more obscure scenarios imaginable. But good to know, I guess. Here's another question, which I'm sure will look stupid once I finish typing it. If my dream self is asleep, does that mean she's dreaming? And if she is, who's dreaming the dream, her or me? Okay, well, I don't really know how to answer the second part, but yeah, she's dreaming. She's most likely lying in your bed, troubled and restless about things burdening her, which is to say you. Things about who you really are and what your purpose is, but you can't start figuring these things out yet because you're not awake, because you're not ready yet. That's why you have such terrible dreams all the time, Rose. Okay, how do I wake up? I'm sure it would help to start piecing together the clues to nudge your subconscious. Or maybe face some things you haven't faced yet. I don't know. It's for you to find out. Maybe the stuff you wrote on your walls can give you a clue. What stuff? The, didn't Dave tell you? Tell me what? Are you saying he said I defaced the walls of my room while not appearing to be cognizant of the scrawlings, like John? I really hope that's not what you're saying. It might freak me out. He said he was going to tell you. Hold on. Rose pestered Dave. I love your Rose voice. Oh, thanks. I always find Rose difficult to voice, and you do an amazing job. Oh, thanks. Rose is funnier I ever gave her credit for in the past. I just do not know English well, therefore it's difficult. Well, you're doing fine, Wolfgang. Rose is the easiest one for me to voice because my voice is already kind of low. So it's like the chillest voice. I have kind of a low voice. Thanks, guys. You are so sweet to me. It's all those cigarettes over the years. Strider, I need you to do me a favor. Can you take a capture of my bedroom and send me the file? For no reason in particular. He's not answering. Yeah, he's pretty tied up right now. Can you hassle him via Suburb and tell him to talk to me? Bop him on the head with a puppet or something? No! He made me promise not to bug him while I'm asleep. Can you do it anyway? But he will find a way to be clever and make me punch myself in the face again. Did he tell you what I wrote on the walls? Wait, what? Whoa. Not sure what is happening here. Aw, Dave. John, await further instruction.
John, see that big piece of junk there?
The racket pack?
Yeah, caption like that and send me the code. I got the codes for all the other Earth crap stuck inside it when you were friends from different times when they were feeling cooperative. I can make it work for you.
Okay, but you can't just subtract object codes from other codes. It's like mathematically ambiguous. It's like just reverse and ordering the flower pot alone could make hundreds of possibilities. Subtracting all three would be millions.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm anywhere near as huge of a dork as you, or that I understand any of that. Computer codes taste to me like lots of tiny needles and batteries.
Wow, what?
I'm giving all these codes to our hacker guy.
Oh man, you have a hacker? I bet he is the best. Hackers are always the best.
Well, I'm sure he thinks he is.
Who is it? Have I talked to?
No, he says he doesn't want to talk to any of you ever because he hates you. But he will do this because he won't be able to resist the challenge.
Okay. BRB then. Thanks, I do not know how to respond to your words. What is your current time? My current time is 10:21 a.m. Also, I love all of our name colors. I feel like we're all in sync to some extent. I like all the name colors because it reminds me of like Homestuck with all the colors. It's cute. You need egg. I don't know what that means. Rainbow! All right. Okay, here. Ugh.
Thanks. Wait, those kind of seem like random key mashings. Are you messing with me, John?
No. They sort of are random, but it's the right code, I promise.
Oh, okay. Be back in less than 1 second. Choo!
Hello?
What?
I thought you'd said you'd be back in less than a second.
I was. I gave you the code. It's choo! It took a while for him to figure it out, but I gave it to you instantly from your perspective. Why would I make you wait? That would be so inconsiderate.
Oh, I just thought that was you going off to get the code and making like this rackety noise or something. I don't know, because you're kind of goofy.
Well, you're kind of welcome, you ungrateful horse's noisy butthole.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. This is just a stupid code. I'm sorry. Are you sure it's right? It seems kind of obvious.
He was convinced this is the right code and had some unflattering things to say about this intelligence of your species for not being able to figure it out, which I will keep to myself because, unlike you, I actually have some fucking manners.
Blah. Oh man, I got so scared. Blah.
I am unfazed by your human buzz. Anyway, if it was so obvious, why didn't you guess the code?
Well, you see, the explanation is perfectly simple and scientific. It was because shut up. Shut up is why. I guess I'll make this racket now and see if this dumbass code actually does the trick.
Okay, John, once you make it, I'm sure even you and your underdeveloped bone nook will be able to figure out what to do. Talk to you on the other side.
John, make rocket pack. Oh, bye. Bye, Melisong. I basically type like Dave all the time. All right, John, answer Dave. Okay, I'm in. In where? The medium. Oh, already? What do you mean already? Shit took 4 goddamn hours. Huh, I guess time flew by while I was doing other stuff. How did it go? With you and Jade, I guess. I don't want to talk about it. Imagine the worst day of my life. Just stood up and clinked a glass like I was about to give a speech, then took a shit in my dinner and passed out with his pants down. Ew, dog, ew. Yeah. So nasty. Gross, dude. Shut the fuck up. What are you doing? I'm in a rocket pack and I'm about to blast off into space. Okay. It should be sweet. I need some advice. My Colonel Sprite, which was this brainless, feathery asshole with a sword in it, turned into this bigger, like, ghostly, feathery asshole with a sword in it. It seems to not want me to prototype it again. I'm not sure what to do. Have you asked Rose? She's asleep for some reason. Wow, really? Yeah, I saw her there, all tuckered out. Like, she got smacked in the face with a pillowcase full of the snooze wizard's beer dander. Because obviously it's fucking prime time for swiping some shut-eye about now. Like, a few hours into her magic stupid quest. Anyway, what do you think? I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, it's supposed to be like your ghostly spirit guide or something. Unless you have the remains of a wise old dead grandparent lying around. I'm not sure what to tell you. Okay, fine, but it seems to be suggesting something here, and I guess I'm kind of weirded out by its suggestion. I don't know, just do what it says. It knows stuff about the game, so it probably knows better than I do. I gotta go. Gotta blast off to the 7th gate and win this game, I guess. Okay, well, it definitely sounds like you're fucking something up over there, but alright, later. Later. Oh, cute. Twitch assigned Homestuck kin. I changed mine to red because of my Trosona's blood color. Cute! This is absolutely no place for children. You take dear sweet Casey into protective custody. John, blast off. Oh, there he goes. Pachoo! Aw, I like this frame. Dave, accelerate. Gate 5. Whoa, that scared me. Ooh. Oh, little Cal spray. Time traveling time baby. Oh, good Toby song. All right, consult with Cal spray. Oi. Shut up. No, just god damn it. See, this is why I need a guest on the show. Please, just once, shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's an informative pester log right there. Prototyping Cal was a really bad idea. Cal spray is cursed. It reminds me of when I was a kid, I used to read those Goosebumps books, and there was Night of the Living Dummy, and it scared me so bad as a kid. I cried reading the book. I was so fucking scared. I had like a really weird doll fear when I was little. Yeah, Slappy. Terrifying. Terrifying when I was a kid. I couldn't deal with it. Yeah, I just remember like reading and just crying because I was so scared. Yeah. Yep. It took me a long time to see things like Child's Play or anything like that. Dave, Pastor Rose. That's it. I can't take it anymore. It was such a huge mistake prototyping Sepulchre with this useless, mind-numbing jackass. I'm going back. Already. What do you mean already? Shit, it took 4 goddamn months or something. I don't know. I'm kind of losing track of how long it's been with all this time hopping. It just sounds like you're making a rash decision based on temporary aggravation with a laughing puppet. I thought we planned to progress as far as we could before you went back, to gather information and avoid repeating mistakes. What else is there to know? We lost. Can't finish the game with a dead Aaron Witch. We don't know Jade is dead for sure. This is so confusing to me right now. I was actually thinking, I was like, I feel like the more I'm reading Homestuck, the less I'm understanding Homestuck. I'm like really trying, guys, but I'm having a hard time. Time skip. I love the Homestuck musical for the song they made for this part. You'll find out soon. Mood. Yeah. I'm like just trying to keep going, but I'm like, am I missing something? Am I just like not getting this? Am I too stupid for Homestuck? I feel like that's like the theme of this stream. Am I too stupid and old for Homestuck? This part confused me so much on my first attempt. Oh, good. It's okay. I didn't understand anything either when I was reading the first time. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, maybe I'm not too stupid and old for Homestuck. It's just confusing on purpose. Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah, well, she had a big fucking meteor bearing down on her, and we never heard from her again. Or the trolls, for that matter. After they tricked John into skipping way ahead and getting his ass handed to him by the denizen, I guess once they managed to sabotage us, they were done with us. And since John died, he couldn't get Jade in on time, so whether she's alive or not, she's good as dead from our perspective. Only thing left to do is change all that. Are you sure you're ready? You'll remember the plan we discussed. There's not much to remember. I go back and tell John not to be an idiot and get trolled like such a gullible stooge. I don't know what he was thinking. Even we couldn't kill one of those things yet, with our higher levels and all our sick gear. It still seems hasty to me. Maybe I'm just not as comfortable with time travel as you. No, it'll be fine. Don't worry. After you go, what do you think will happen to me? Will I just cease to exist? I don't know. I mean, your whole timeline will. Maybe. Maybe. Is there a chance it'll continue to exist and I'll just be here alone forever? I'm not sure which outcome is more unsettling. The thing with time travel is you can't overthink it. Just roll with it and see what happens. And above all, try not to do anything stupid. What do you think I should do? Try going to sleep. Our dream cells kind of operate outside the normal time continuum, I think. So if part of you from this timeline is going to persist, that's probably the way to make it happen. Okay. And hey, you might even be able to help your past dream self wake up sooner with all that fuss you went through. I think the true purpose of this game is to see how many qualifiers we can get to precede the word self and still understand what we're talking about. The true purpose is to make a sprite that doesn't make me want to flog myself raw with my own brainstem. Anything else is gravy. If my past self can wake up sooner, maybe I'll be the one to visit you first this time. I'll fly by and remind you you're already awake and don't know it. Yeah, that'd be cool, I guess. I want to go now. Good luck. This combo is so sad. Aw. Nothing left to say. Lyrics stuck placed softly in the background. You don't understand some things until the third read? Oy, yay. Jade just accelerated. This is a time skip. Keep reading. Homestuck just skips from one point to another without any explanation. Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I like this style a lot. Very cool. Dave up on top of the tower. Okay, I'm in. And where? The medium. Oh, already? What do you mean already? Shit took 4 goddamn hours. Huh. I guess time flew by while I was doing other stuff. How did it go? With you and Jade, I guess. I don't want to talk about it. Imagine the worst day of my life. Just stood up and clinked. Oh, wait. I already did this one. Yep. I already did that one. Wait. What? Don't go yet. Something's up. Okay, it's me from the future.
Huh?
It's me. I just appeared from the future wearing a rad suit. He says don't go or you're gonna die.
Lame. What kind of gullible stooge do you think I am?
He says, I don't know, gullible enough to trust a lead-speaking troll who wants you dead and strap on a rocket pack because she's said to?
This is like some terrible April Fool's prank, but 13 days too late. Remember, you're talking to the pranking master.
Okay, that was probably the dumbest thing you ever said just now.
If future you is real, then why don't you let me talk to him?
Do you hear what you're saying? Oh my god, this guy is me. If I get him to talk to you, you're just talking to me again. Jesus, it proves nothing.
Hold on, someone else is bugging me.
John, stop being a tool and unbuckle yourself in that piece of shit. If our friendship means anything to you, you'll listen to me. And past Dave. This is future Dave, by the way.
Wow, you're really pulling out all the stops for this stunt. Using your phone and computer at the same time to message me. You're kind of going through a lot of trouble, actually. I don't know why you're bothering with this.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I bother? This sort of cornball horseshit is your cup of tea, not mine. Don't make me track you down through time and stop you in person.
You can't track down time what you can't catch. Pachoo!
Oh god, did you just blast off?
No, but that would have been sweet if I did just then.
Okay, well, just don't, okay? I'm turning this timeline over to past Dave and helping you stay alive and do this thing the right way this time. Just stay on the goddamn ground for fuck's sake.
Okay, I guess.
This was the most annoyed I was with John. It's okay. I'd recommend 2 read-throughs with some time in between. I think they're equally entertaining for different reasons. And if you like Homestuck as much as me and some other people, you'd be doing more, but the majority really read it only once or twice. Nice. Oh, wait, and look over here. Whoa, those are a lot of those. It's like past Dave dropped off a bunch of them. Hey. Sup? Click. Pachoo! This is stupid. Pastor Dave. Aww. Strider, I need you to do me a favor. Can you take a capture of my bedroom and send me the file? For no reason in particular. Oh yeah, that's just that. I already read that. You bundle up your knittings into a cozy nest. You aren't all that tired, though. It's hard to imagine falling asleep without the luxury of Harleys and narcolepsy. Future dream, Rose, cease to exist. What is happening? Uh-oh. Huh. Okie dokie. Dave Sprite, Troll GC. She became a part of Present Rose. Timelines, man. Birdman. I like reading live blogs rather than rereading by myself and good streams like this. Aw, thanks. She became part of Present Rose. This is Rose from the timeline Dave Sprite is from. Clears that up. Don't talk to John anymore. He's an impressionable doofus. Your plan didn't work. I mean, it did, but then suddenly it didn't. So you may as well quit trying.
You smell like orange creamsicles.
What? You're aliens. Do you even have orange creamsicles?
Of course, what kind of awful civilization wouldn't invent orange creamsicles? No one I'd want anything to do with.
Okay, pretty far-fetched, but whatever. No more hijinks from you, because I'll make sure they don't work.
Well, obviously, I knew it wasn't going to work. My friends have been talking to John from the future, your future, where he's not dead. So there was no way what I did was going to kill him. I just wanted to mess with him and stuff.
I don't think you're following. You did kill him, sort of. Then I went back in time to stop him.
Yeah, I guess there was a chance something like that might happen.
Alright, but did you guess that by trolling John to his grave and making me splinter us off into an alt timeline, you were basically complicit in making our timeline go the way it was supposed to go all along, where future me is now helping Dave, and we just keep playing, and our actions ultimately lead to the trouble you're all in now, thus leading you all to troll us incompetently.
Oh, No, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, see, none of you ever thinks anything through. Who's in charge of the timeline management there? I gotta give him the business.
She doesn't want to talk to any of you and has misgivings about this whole thing. Not all of us are that enthusiastic about trolling you guys, and the ones who are sort of suck at it.
Well, at least you got John. Well, at least you got John off to himself, so I. Wait, what? Well, at least you got John to off himself, so I guess you're not totally incompetent like the others. Like that awful rapper.
So John actually did what I said?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's a huge pushover. He'll do what you say. Unless it happens to be for his own good, then all of a sudden he's a tough nut to crack. Go figure.
Now I feel kind of bad. Are you sure I can't talk to him, even if it's just to apologize? Would that be okay with you, Sir Brave Knight?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. No more quick bullshit antics, though. Not even like an idiotic, angry winking emote.
Or what? You're gonna hunt me down through time? Oh, no!
Yeah.
Do you even realize I'm way higher on the echelon ladder than you? Even if you are for the future, are you sure you want to get your clock cleaned by a blind chick?
Okay, even if that's true, I just merged with an impaled orange goddamn bird, and now I got all these crazy powers.
Ugh, self-prototyping, so dumb. This is why you all screw up so bad. Always bending the rules like that. Oh, well, can't stop you now, so I may as well drop it. Hey, Dave.
What?
I've been researching some of your Earth soap operas. Is this you?
Captain Planet? Oh, Jesus, fuck no. Why would that breathtaking douche remind you of me at all?
But he has fiery personality, sort of brash and impetuous, and in your face, like fire itself.
Now I know you're bullshitting me. Who do I seem like the kind of guy who'd accept a magic ring from Whoopi Goldberg to awaken some egregious homo fantasy for a ripped blue dude's mammoth eco-friendly bulge? That guy's an asshole and needs to be sealed in a duffel bag and whipped something ungodly with a bamboo shoot.
Who's Whoopi Goldberg?
Who cares?
Okay, I made some modifications. This is so you, Dave. Come on, admit it.
I like that it's always like in the wrong place that she's blind. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much fucking spot on. You're actually pretty good, troll. As long as you don't bug John, I guess that's all there is to say on the matter.
Thanks, Dave. To be fair, I'm sure every one of us wishes we thought of future self prototyping first, so you're not really all that terrible.
Those two text colors always look so good together to me. Tasty. Absolutely, Dave. Dave's right. Chill with Dave. Who are you talking to? Just telling a troll to step off. Okay, cool. So now that I know you're a sprite, do you know everything about the game? Well, I know a lot anyway, because I'm from the future, but yeah, I know a lot more stuff now. Like things meant specifically for sprites to clue players in on, but packaged in these, like, I guess, riddles. I'm supposed to be cagey about it, but I don't really feel it. Ask me anything, go ahead, I'll give you a straight answer. All right, here it goes. Why are we so fucking awesome? That's the best fucking question nobody ever asked. Yeah, so is everything cool with this John business? Is he going to be okay? That's up to him. If he decides to wise up and listen to us, if not, then we just bail everyone out yet again. Okay. All that gear you picked up should let you breeze through the first couple gates, even at a low level. Later, you'll unlock the ability to bring your sprite down with you. And we'll take care of that shit together. Till then, I guess just mess around and let Jade build up or whatever. I'll go kill some time and maybe draw some comics. Like what? I don't know. What's the last one you did? I was in the middle of Nacho Party arc. Oh yeah, I gave up on that halfway through. Yeah, that was sort of the plan. Making a 10-part story about nachos was always a bullshit idea. Let's do some brainstorming later. Blow everyone's minds. Yeah, sure. Kill some time. Bump. Meanwhile, hundreds of pages ago, you open the package. There is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. Whoa, we are way back here. It's a stuffed bunny. Why are we way back here? This is crazy. Much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus is the virus, whilst taunting hard-luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of burning Vegas Strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it's not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it's the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Included as a note from your best bro, Dave. So hey, since it's your birthday, I had to get you back for the sick memorabilia you got me. So I got you this god awful thing, and now I just know you're standing there flipping your shit out over it, so you're welcome. It's the actual gross bunny in the movie, so that means Nick Cage actually grubbed it up with his clownish, no-talent fingers. I would suggest you put it somewhere and display it ironically, but I know you're dead serious about this ridiculous shit, so you probably sleep with the damn thing and nibble its ear and stuff. But the weird thing is, what's cool about you, you're this naive guy like Pinocchio tumbled ass backwards off the turnip truck and started liking Ghostbusters. Then the fairy godmother kissed your nose or some shit, and you turned out to be not made of wood and also pretty cool to talk to. One day your gooberish ways are gonna land you in a jam, and I know I'm gonna have to get you off the hook, but it's cool, I got your back, bro. And we'll meet and hug bump and get each other's filthy wife beaters that much filthier. So yeah, peace dog. TG. God, I love Dave. Gave. Whoa. Reconsider. Why is Snoop Dogg in the sky? John, get pestered by Dave. Did you blast off like a spazzy douche yet, or what?
Yeah, of course. There was no way I wasn't trying out this sweet ride.
God damn it. What do I have to do to make you believe me? Fist bump my future self till I got bloody knuckles and write you an even sappier birthday note in my own blood on a back of future poster?
Relax, I'm not going through the gate. I'm just flying around, having a good time in the sky.
Oh, okay. So you believe me then about future me and like him turning into a floating sword bird.
Okay, I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't matter. You're my best bro, and if you say not to go, then I won't go. Hey, can you hold on? I'm getting trolled again.
Oh man, if we just concluded anything, it's that talking to these D-bags should be priority number one. So yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, BRB.
John, get trolled by CG. Oh boy. Back with Carcat. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched this up so badly, and I keep finding these striking pockets of foolishness, like what you're doing now, riding your little red rocket like you're a freshly hatched human larva, and this is just all a big schoolhive rumpus respite. Humans aren't hatched as larvae, dummy. We don't hatch at all. We're born as these little pink monkeys called babies. Bullshit! That's not what you just told me. What did I say? I'll paste what you said. I thought you didn't like going down that road. Copy-pasting future past conversations. Why would I have a problem with that? I don't know. Well, that's just what you told me. Whatever, look. This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch, like, from these slimy pods, and we wriggle out as little pink larvae. Oh, really? Huh? Maybe we have more in common than I thought. I was punking you, dude. Or at least I will be in our next conversation. Thanks for the great prank idea. Ugh, why would you trick me about that? What's even the point? I don't know. It's just a friendly prank. Don't you ever play pranks? I mean, of course you do. Why don't you just try to prank me good? What? Who? You'll find out. Well, fine. I guess you got me back, sort of, for my trolling, even though you haven't even read my worst trolling efforts yet, because they happen in your future. And even then, you didn't even mind much. Almost like you were delighted to hear it. Kind of perverse, really. What's wrong with you? Well, we're friends by then, aren't we? Or sort of like reverse anti-mutual friends? What the hell does that even mean? Look, you're going to have to face it at some point, that you're learning the meaning of this human emotion called friendship. Is friendship really an emotion? Yes, absolutely. I guess it's hard to see how we become friends. This is so frustrating. Every time I go back further into your past and talk to you, you say stuff that pertains to my immediate future. And then you want to explain to me... Holy shit.
And you won't explain to me what's going on because it's already old news for you. Dude, you've been doing the exact same thing. I've done no such thing. I've been exceptionally informative and helpful, if justifiably acrimonious. You never answer my questions, though. How am I supposed to know what's going on, or what you're alluding to? This game is kind of a game of a million guides. Everywhere you turn, there's another way to figure out what's going on. So please, go secrete me in Earth River through your strange human tear ducts. You've got sprites, exiles, guardians, consorts, time-hopping future selves, mystical dream oracle doppelgangers, and if that wasn't enough, your particular group of players is lucky enough to have us give you the scoop on stuff. Though a sort of subversion of the whole damn thing, even though we hate you. And even though the fact that we hate you is an immutable fact as unalterable as this writhing, knotted hell of a timeline choking us all to death, it does not mean that we have any reason to withhold any information from you or dish it out through crypto-baffling mindfuddlery. So go ahead, ask me anything. Okay, so what's the point of the game? Ask something else. I already told you that. It was a whole big conversation we had. Fine. What are you now? Where are you now? In the medium. A separate session from yours. No, I already know that. You already told me. I did? Yes, in your future. Damn it! What I mean is, are you in your house right now, or in one of your magical lands, or what? Just curious, because you can see me, but I can't see or know anything about you. We're hiding in the veil. What's left of it? What's that? It's a huge belt of meteors, orbiting way outside Gaia, beyond the orbit of the planets, dividing the medium from the furthest ring where Durs orbits. Durs? The dark planet. Prospit's the light one, your Gaia. Well, geez, how am I supposed to know any of this? You'd probably find out sooner or later from your dumb grandma. But by fusing with the sprite, she has to withhold stuff and be mysterious and all, to make your adventure seem more magical. It's infuriating. Okay, so the veil is a bunch of meteors. What do you mean, what's left of it? Okay, there comes a time when black inevitably beats white on the battlefield in the center of Gaia. The White King is captured or killed or something, and that's when the reckoning starts. Okay. The rulers of Durs, the Black King and Queen, get the power to send the veil towards Gaia to destroy it. That kind of starts your big countdown when shit gets serious. So then it's up to us to save it? Yeah, you have that long to kill the Black Queen and King, and Gaia itself sort of buys you some time by activating its defense portals to catch some of the meteors. The threat gets bigger the longer you take, though. Smaller meteors come... oh my god. Smaller meteors come first, and they get progressively bigger and bigger. And there's only so much of them Gaia can absorb for you. Okay, but it sounds like we've got plenty of time before that happens, right? That's just it. You don't. Ordinarily you would, but your reckoning starts much sooner because of some dumb things you've done. You completely blew it already, and you have no chance of winning anymore, which ordinarily would be fine. Just another bunch of losers to fail at this game. It's what you do later that causes so much more trouble than that, and we have to deal with it too. Oh no, what is it? Already told you, it's inevitable and completely pointless to talk about anyway. Yeah, well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe there's something we can still do to stop it if you just help us. I'm not wrong! It's all right here in front of me, you fuck up royally. End of story. Okay, well, we'll see about that, Mr. Sourbulge. Hey, aren't you kind of uncomfortable sitting on a meteor? Are you all huddled in a crater or something? No, there's all kind of crazy shit in the veil. A lot of these meteors are kind of like big seeds. Seeds? Well, what kind of crazy shit is there? Stuff like buildings, facilities, like labs and stuff. Weird. Yeah, the veil's kind of like neutral ground for the kingdoms, like our planets. Some places are used to genetically engineer soldiers and agents for the two sides, using genetic material from the exotic menagerie of chess pieces on the battlefield to help fuel the war and keep raising the stakes. Wow, I don't think I'm following this. Yeah, no shit, but you'll find out when you get there, since you were in the veil when we last talked. Anyway, there's more than enough info for you to think about and be less stupid in time for conversations we've already had. I'm out of here. Okay, but wait, can you give me a message to GC for me? Tell her, nice try. What? Why would I give her a message for you? Do it yourself. I'm not a relay service. Oh, well, I thought you'd be cool with it since you asked me to give her a message for you last time, but whatever. I find that highly implausible. I'm not falling for any more of your human pranks. Nice try, John. Ay vey. Jack, ascend. Oh, I like this song. I've heard this song before. Oh, a wonderful time to come in. End of year 1. Oh, this is the that was how much you did in a year. Okay. Someone was mentioning that it told you when you finished the year. Cool. So what I gathered from that, I feel like that was one of the more straightforward flashes that I've seen so far. Like, clearly there's something with the ring. So what I got from that is, yeah, there's something with the ring where it's like, it seems to, like when you put it on, it makes them, I don't know, like super powered kind of, it looks like something in the Durst stratosphere. It looks like there's some sort of uprising or coup d'etat with one guy where he was just fed up, from my understanding, with the queen and killed her, took a ring, and now he looks like he had a revolt. This guy mentioned you'd be surprised when you see the end of the first year. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a year. But how often were these released? This was like, Jack didn't like the dress code, so he resorted to murder. To be fair, is a pretty awful dress code. Jack. Oh, is that the name of the character? It just be like that sometimes. That's why you work from home. Work naked. I don't work naked. No, I try to get up and get, like, literally, like, showered and dressed every morning, even though I work from home. Or else I'll turn into a slime human, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go get almost every single day. Jesus. A few days way considered hiatus back when this was updated. I love the Prospects Queen dress though. The same guy that gave PM the order to bring him the rings. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some orange juice and go take a quick bathroom break, and then we're gonna come back and go to this next part. So just give me like just 2 minutes. All right. For Discord be useful. Should I go and buy a mic today? Hussey was just Homestuck non-stop. I don't know how he did it or why for that matter. All the classic lines like Dave versus Tavos' rap. Your color is... Oh, it's blue. Oh, it is. It's weird because I have my... on OBS, you guys are different colors than they are on the stream chat. That's kind of weird. All right, let's keep going. Locate the fourth wall. Aye. Activate. Engage. Ooh. Oh, there's Hussey. Look at that. Look at that. Welcome back. Thanks. Blurple. If you want to change, I'll change later. Engage in highly indulgent self-insertion into story. What? Oh, hell no. This is always such a terrible idea. Leave me alone. AH. Examine wall. You really wish your side of the wall had an off switch. Which is to say, I really wish my side of the wall had an off switch. AH. Forget it. Get back to work. Okay, you're just going to ask me to recap Homestuck, though. I don't know why you don't want to sit there and watch me type. This is going to be pretty long. AH. Recap first year of Homestuck. What? Oh my god. I kind of want to... Fuck, I kind of want to read this. Oh, it's so long. Maybe I can read it really fast. It's so long. I'm going to see if I can get through it without getting bored. Homestuck began on April 13, 2009, the 13th birthday of our chief protagonist and future boy Skylark John Egbert. 3 days prior was supposed to be the day he received the suburb beta in the mail, but it was running late. It showed up later that afternoon, and overcoming a variety of domestic adversaries, he retrieved the game along with a birthday package from his internet friend Dave Strider. John soon established a game connection with another friend, Rose Lalonde, who spent the day badgering him about playing with her after unsuccessfully attempting to convince Dave to play. Upon connecting, Rose was able to manipulate John's environment, move his furniture around via cursor, and restructure the shape of his room. John was unable to do this to Rose's environment, however. He'd installed the client copy of the beta and required the server copy for that. The server copy was trapped in his dad's car, along with a birthday package from another friend, Jade Harley. Jade messaged John, inquiring about the package. As of this moment, neither her package nor the server copy has been recovered by John. Rose had also prepared a package for John, but had not mailed it yet. It still sits in her room. Dave's package contained an authentic stuffed bunny from Conair. In addition to allowing Rose to control John's environment, Suburb provided an array of devices Rose deployed throughout John's house. These devices used together provided a system by which players could manufacture any item using the code on the back of the item's capture log card if they gathered enough grist to pay for it. Later, they would learn to combine item codes to master the art of punch card alchemy, whereby items could be fused together in purpose and design. One device being activated began a countdown and released an entity called Colonel Sprite. The countdown ticked down to the moment John's house would be struck by a meteor, destroying his neighborhood. To escape this demise, John had to use the devices to manufacture a special item that looked like a blue apple and take a bite of it in order to transport his entire house just before impact to the safety of a mysterious dark realm where his house would situate itself upon atop a tall rock column high above the blanket of clouds. This realm was called the Medium. Actually, this might actually kind of help me by reading this a little bit, like absorb more of this into what happened. Before he entered the medium, though, John and Rose prototyped his Colonel Sprite with a large Harlequin doll his dad got him for his birthday, transforming the sprite to bear its likeness, including the ways the doll was disfigured via earlier hijinks. It had a slashed eye and one arm, and so did the sprite. When John entered the medium, the sprite's kernel hatched, thus imbuing all the enemies John and his friends would face with properties of the sprite. The lesser adversaries John faced first, Shale Imps, all wore Harlequin garbs. They became more powerful and more radically mutated with each successive pre-medium prototyping. After entering the medium, John's dad was kidnapped by imps. While John was looking for him, he accidentally prototyped the sprite with his grandmother's ashes, transforming it again. This prototyping had no effect on the enemies, since he was already in the medium and the kernel had already hatched. Instead, only the sprite was affected, and it took on the appearance, personality, and memories of his grandmother, becoming Nana Sprite, a game-supplied, albeit customized guide for John. She explained the aspects of the game about Skya residing in the center of the medium, beyond 7 gates floating directly above his house, and about an eternal, timeless war fought between dark and light, one that light was always destined to lose. Rose, who had been having frequent internet connection issues, lost her connection as she tried to lift John's car to retrieve the game in the package. The car fell into the abyss below. A storm caused her house to lose power along with its wireless internet connection. Her laptop was able to run on battery power for a time while she tapped into the wireless signal from the laboratory next door. When her laptop ran out of power, she had to overcome family strife and endure a gift pony in the process, go outside in the rain and plug it into the small generator outside the mausoleum of her dead cat, Jasper's. She continued her session with John inside the mausoleum while the meteor sparked forest fire surrounding her house grew more intense. From the house, Rose's mom opened a secret passage in the mausoleum to help her escape. The passage led to the lab next door where Rose found a stable, portable source of power and internet for her computer. She also found a terminal projecting the impact times and locations for millions of meteors presently bombarding the planet, along with all the other live sessions of the other players around the world. She also found a little girl's room, a mutant kitten she named Vodka Mutini, and a cloning machine operating through the science of ectobiology. Its terminal was locked on to her cat Jasper's at whatever point in his life the user specified. She attempted to purify Jasper's from a moment in her early childhood before he whispered a secret to her, but doing so would have caused a paradox. So it paradoxified a pile of slime instead. The machine used the slime to create a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's in the glass tube. On the monitor, Jasper's then told Rose the secret, then vanished, only to show up dead weeks later and put it in the mausoleum for years until the present. Rose left the laboratory moments before it was destroyed by a meteor impact. She transportalized back to her mom's room, proceeded to her room to wait for Dave to connect with her and rescue her from the next imminent impact. Dave was charged with acquiring his Rose copy of the game to help Rose. Earlier, he had lost his copy of the game in a mishap involving a crow. It flew in his window, seized the game, and Dave accidentally impaled it with a sword, sending the crow and the game out the window into a landing far below his apartment. He searched his bro's room, unable to find it, was briefly shadowed by little Cal, and then found a note beckoning him to meet on the roof for a confrontation. Dave and his bro dueled on the roof extensively, and Dave was thoroughly bested. Upon defeating Dave, his bro dropped the copies of the game and flew off on his rocket board into the sky. Dave used the copies to connect with Rose and quickly deployed the devices while her house was on fire, surrounded by flaming tornadoes and minutes away from being destroyed by a meteor. Rose prototyped a Colonel Sprite with Jasper specifically to understand the meaning of the secret he whispered to her years ago. She was advised to do this by Jade, who told her about the game in the first place. Dave then prototyped the Colonel Sprite again with a tentacled princess doll given to Rose on her birthday by her mom. Both of these prototypings would have an effect on the enemies once Rose entered the medium and the kernel hatched. Rose used the alchemister to create a special item for her, a purple wine bottle which she needed to break to enter. She eventually did, transporting her house just before the meteor collided. The meteor left a crater. Over time, at the size of impact, a large white structure that looked like a wine bottle grew there, and the crater filled up with sand as the climate of the post-apocalyptic Earth gradually changed. The cork of that bottle was a large metal cylinder with an interior much like an advanced science station with a variety of devices and monitors inside. 13 years after the meteor impact, the wayward vagabond walked through the desert and discovered the station. Inside, he found canned rations, a firefly he named Serenity, and a purifier, and 4 monitors hooked up to a keyboard. On one of the monitors was John. Just after he'd entered the medium, VW could type commands to John directly, just much as the readers of the story could type commands for the characters to follow. Much of John's actions upon entering the medium were authored by VW until he became preoccupied with other activities such as building a town out of cans, playing chess with cans, and drawing chalk murals depicting a cosmological arrangement of Gaia, the medium, the light and dark planets known as Prospect and Durs, and the 4 planets the kids would each occupy upon entering the game, called the Land of Wind and Shade, John, the Land of Light and Rain, Rose, the Land of Heat and Clockwork, Dave, and Jade's planet, which is yet to be seen. He also activated a countdown in the station, which caused it to blast out of the crater and fly to designated home coordinates. Along the way, it passed over the sand-filled crater that was the impact site for John's meteor. On the other side of the continent, John's meteor had caused a giant white tree to grow in the crater. The tree grew an apple-like station from a branch which fell to the sand. The why can't I say this? Peregrine Medicant found the station. After VW flew overhead, PM activated her station's homing feature as well, which caused it to fly to the same destination. Along the way, she used a terminal to attempt to command Jade, who, from the perspective of the terminal, had just arrived in the medium. This caused the terminal to explode for unknown reasons, leaving a hole in the station. One of the station's robotic worms recovered one of PM's falling mailboxes, and she befriended it, after earlier slaying another one with her black razor sword. VW landed on the site of the ancient frog rooms across the now dried-up Pacific Ocean. The site was once the island where Jade lived, but nothing on the island remained except for the ruins. The mountain her house was on and the volcano next to it were replaced by a huge empty chasm. PM landed shortly after VW, and they met. They were confronted by the aimless renegade who fired at them from the frog rooms and the old weaponry he'd been hoarding, once belonging to Jade's grandpa. Millions of years ago, the frog ruins grew from a crater struck by a meteor that emerged from a suburb portal in space. Jade's radioactive, omnipotent space-warping dog, named Becquerel, emerged from his crater as well. Jade's grandpa pioneered this island, built the house Jade lives in. Her grandpa has been dead for many years and stands stuffed in front of the fireplace. He has been looked after by her dog, who she calls Beck. She begins the day with several tasks to accomplish: to feed Beck and retrieve the birthday package mailed by John. She irradiates a steak and heads outside to the site where the package will be dropped. She knows it will be dropped there because of the reminders she wears on her fingers, jogs her memory about it. She wears them to keep track of how many things she knows about the future through dreams. She falls asleep frequently and spontaneously. When she sleeps, her dream self is awake and living on the moon that orbits the light planet Prospect. Prospect very closely orbits Gaia, a huge sphere of blue sky and clouds, which Nana describes as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. When Prospect's moon eclipses Gaia, it drifts to Gaia for a time, mingling with the clouds. Dream Jade and the witnesses many past and future events in the clouds. While asleep, she is often confused about what is real and what isn't. When she wakes up, she pieces together future events from her memory of the cloud visions and from logs recorded by her dream bot. Her dream bot is a robotic surrogate that activates while she sleeps in her bed. It mimics the real world, the movement and actions of her dream self on the moon, and records a video log of what she sees while dreaming. Prospect's moon and 2 towers of identical design and similar design to Jade's house. Dream Jade lives in one tower, Dream John lives in the other. Dream John is still asleep, and John has no knowledge of the dream world, which is to say, the entire game session he would initiate on his 13th birthday. When he goes to sleep, instead of waking up on the moon as Jade does, he remains slumbering in his dream room, tormented by his subconscious. This torment is expressed when he sleepwalks and draws troubling scribbles on the wall of his room. When awake, he cannot see the scribbles, as his subconscious suppresses his awareness of them. It is not until he begins perception-altering revelation about his dad that he begins to see them. He initially believed there were new additions to his room, perhaps scrawled by imps. However, they were present long before, visible in his room when he prepared Jade's birthday package months ago. John prepared a package for each of his 3 friends, whose 13 birthdays were December 1st, Jade, 3rd, Dave, and 4th, Rose. He gave Rose a knitting set, and she took an intense interest knitting. He gave Dave a pair of shades Ben Stiller wore in Starsky and Hutch, which he wore from then on, replacing the shades in the style his Burrow wore. He gave Jade a blue version of his own ghost skirt and some pumpkin seeds to help her replace the pumpkins that kept disappearing from her garden. But she did not receive this on the birthday John intended. She received it in the past, and on her birthday when she was very young, causing her to take interest in gardening in the first place, to take a liking to blue apparel, and to eventually befriend John over the internet and lead him, Rose, Dave, and down the path where they would ultimately play his game together. Jade did retrieve his package in the present as planned, but immediately took it to another location where it disappeared. VW in the far future purified it from the location on accident. The package contained further instructions for him. He was to bring it to PM, and she was to use her station syndicator to send it to another place in time. After she did this, the package appeared in front of young Jade on her birthday. Jade orchestrated the sequence of events through knowledge of them and by her cloud visions. She orchestrated similar events for the package she sent to John, plotting like circuitous route through time and space it was meant to follow. She again utilized the exiles for help. While they were still in the medium, the exiles, VW, PM, and AR were all formerly agents of the kingdoms before they were exiled by some means to post-apocalyptic Earth. AR, as an authority regulator in the land of wind and shade, discovered the package in the beta copy in John's wrecked car, and he gave it a parking ticket. PM, working as a personal mistress, recognized the package from a correspondence she had with Jade on Prospect some time ago and recalled it to be delivered to John. AR would not relinquish the package, though he did give her the beta, which she then delivered to a Pixis to satisfy the carved request of a mini tablet. John carved this tablet at the request of PM through the command terminal in the future. AR brought the package to Durst, where it ultimately wound up on the desk of Jack Noir. Jack is the Arc Agent of the Dark Kingdom, charged with overseeing affairs through his office's fenestrated wall portals and processing paperwork. He is forced to wear a silly garment in keeping with prototyping things by the Black Queen, an order he resentfully complies with. He oversaw the imprisonment of John's dad, who broke loose on multiple occasions. When Jack went to handle it personally, John's dad set Jack's hat on fire. In a surly act of gratitude, he released the prisoner. John's dad fled to the land of wind and shade, fought large monsters, got his hat dirty, and lost a shoe. He then carved a tablet request for new ones, which John filled via Pixis, unaware of who requested them. PM followed AR to Durst in hopes of retrieving the package. After wandering around, she encountered the Black Queen on her throne. Both the Light and Dark Kingdoms each have a king and queen. The queen sit on the throne on Prospect and Durst, respectively ruling the planet. The kings command armies on the battlefield located at the center of Skya. The queen takes on the attributes supplied by the prototyping due to the four-orbed ring she wears. When the ring is removed, the queen is restored to normal. PM showed the BQ a parking ticket she was pretending to deliver. The BQ directed her to Jack's office where the ticket should be filed. PM met Jack and asked for the package. Jack proposed a deal and gave her a black Regisword. If she could kill the White Queen and the White Queen and White King and bring them their crowns, he would give her the package. She accepted with little alternative. She then visited the WQ on Prospect and explained the situation with no intent in carrying out Jack's mission. The WQ, understanding the futility of their situation and the need to recover the package, abdicated and gave PM her crown and her ring. PM was instructed to go find the White King, retrieve his crown, and receive further instruction on what to do with the ring to protect it. WQ would then eventually exile herself to post-apocalyptic Earth. On post-apocalypse Earth, after AR fired on VW and PM from the ruins, he spotted VW's pumpkin, which VW had earlier purified from Jade's house. He recognized the carving of Beck's silhouette on the pumpkin. Fearful of it, he surrendered. The three exiles soon became friends over a campfire and shared rations. VW and AR built Exile Town out of cans, mailboxes, and bullets. PM operated VW's station and terminal to submit commands to John as he explored the land of wind and shade. In the sky, another station teleported and fell to the ground. It was shaped like an egg and originated from Dave's meteor impact site in correspondence with the egg-shaped item he would use to enter the medium. Emerging from the station was the windswept crescent, formerly the White Queen. AR and VW sought to impress WQ by crafting a crown for her out of a mailbox. She refused the distinction, instead giving it to PM, who had successfully completed her mission to deliver Jade's package to John in the distant past. The means by which she went about this have yet to be seen. John entered the land of wind and shade by having Rose build up his house to the first gate, fighting through many imps and ogres with his powerful new alchemist weapons. Entering the gate, this took him to a location beneath the clouds, far below this house. The Lawas turned out to be a large windy planet full of dark terrains, incandescent trees, networks of pipes, and oily rivers. In addition to hosting more powerful adversaries, the land is occupied by friendly consorts, a race of salamanders. They help John understand the mythos of the land and inform him of the planet's persecution by a sleeping denizen, which is responsible for clogging the pipes of oil, trapping the fireflies under the clouds. Each planet has a sleeping denizen, which the players must first wake, then kill, in the course of their journey through the 7 gates. Rose's planet, the land of light and rain, is a multicolored ocean planet with white sandy islands and pink ruins and has a denizen responsible for killing all life in the water. Dave's planet, the land of heat and clockwork, is a lava planet covered in industrial steel frame structures and turning gears, and has a denizen of yet unknown qualities. Killing the denizen releases a huge grist horde buried at the core of the planet, which is then used to fill a process known as the ultimate alchemy. Along the way, the kids are meant to learn about their destined roles in this quest as the Heir of Breath, Seer of Light, Rose, Knight of Time, Dave, and the Witch of Space, Jade. Over the course of their quest, the Dark Kingdom will inevitably defeat the Light Kingdom. The Black Queen and King will take control and initiate the reckoning. This affects a belt of meteors called the Veil, which orbits far from Skya between the 4 planets and Durs and is host to various lab facilities used by the kingdoms. The reckoning causes the meteors to descend on Skya, ultimately destroying it unless the Black Queen and King can be defeated in time. Skya, however, buys time by reopening defense portals to catch many of the meteors, redirecting them elsewhere in space and time. This is the generic template for the way the game is supposed to proceed. It can deviate from this model, however, depending on the actions of the players and the details of the game mythology presented its unique to each group of players in their session. Long before John and his friends started playing the game, another group of players have been persistently trolling them, particularly Jade. They are furious about an action she will take that will cause major problems, and the 4 kids game session inevitably lead to their defeat. Specifically, Jade will send a package to John, apparently containing a powerful weapon he will need later, but the package ends up in the hands of Jack Noir, leading to dire consequences. They allude to other things she will do that will lead not only to trouble for the 4 kids, but the troll players as well. The trolls consist of 12 kids from an alien planet who went through the same process as John and his friends, escaping from the annihilation of their planet via meteors into the medium to play the game. Their game session is entirely separate from that of the 4 kids. It has the same basic template with its own Skya, Prospect, Durst, Vale, and a planet for each troll, but separate game instances of these. They also have different instances of the same character template, such as the kings and queens, and agents like Jack Noir. The trolls have completed their game session with yet unknown results. They now result in a meteor in their Vale, sitting at the terminals, trolling John and company. From their terminals, they can choose any point in the past or future of the kids to troll and observe what they're doing at that moment. As a group, their only stated objective is to harass the kids, which they do haphazardly throughout different points in the kids' timeline. Though they can choose at any point on the kids' timeline to talk, they are mostly resigned to understanding that no matter what they do, they can't change the outcome of the kids' actions. The 4 most vociferous trolls so far have been CG, GC, GA, and AT, the other 8 being blah, 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 blah. CG appears to have spearheaded the group's trolling campaign. While he was in the thick of the game session, the exile commanding him from a terminal in the apocalyptic future was Spade Slick. This is one difference between his game session and John's, who had VW as an exile commanding him. In CG's session, his version of Jack Noir became exiled along the way and took on the name Spade Slick. 3 other agents were exiled, and the 4 of them formed a game called the Midnight Crew and spent years building up a dark city in the future wasteland of the Trolls' dead planet. Another difference in the Trolls' session is that at some point along the way, the Black Queen was also exiled, later joined a rival game called The Felt, assumed special powers to make her highly invisible to kill, and became known as Snowman. It was not until Slick confronted The Felt in their mansion that he discovered the station terminal to command CG, and not before. Snowman blinded him in one eye, severed his arm, and locked him in a vault. Each troll has a different trolling strategy and a different rhythm by which they hop around the kids' timeline to chat with them. CG's strategy, for the most part, was to begin trolling them at the very end of their adventure, in the moment which he was most angry with their actions, and then gradually work backwards, mostly talking to John. This proves to be mutually frustrating, though, as John knows less and less about the situation the further into the past CG goes. Similarly, the further into the future John progresses, the more he has advantage over CG by knowledge of his future conversations with him and vice versa. Over the course of the opposing directions of the 2 sides of the conversation, John learns more about the nature of the game and why they're being trolled, and in spite of the hostility, they gradually befriend each other through inevitably alluded on both sides of the conversation. Early in the correspondence between John and CG, which is to say late for CG discovers he needs to get in touch with Jade, who refuses to talk to him at that time period. So he delivers a message to her much earlier, months in the past, telling her she needs to contact him when she's in trouble. She will know what to do when her dreambot explodes in the future, an outcome that has not yet happened. 2 other trolls, GA and AT, have targeted only Rose and Dave thus far. GA has hopped arbitrarily back and forward in Rose's timeline to talk to her and is attempting to cultivate a friendship with her that now seems rigged through a series of conversational time loops while seeking counsel from Dave on how to befriend her. AT sought counsel from Rose on how to troll Dave more effectively after getting severely counter-trolled by him. He is under the impression that he rebounded nicely, though. GC has stayed mostly linear in her trolling patterns and has done so under the guise of helping the kids on their quest. She convinces John to take a shortcut through his land, shows him Denizen's Palace, leads him to warp back to his house, and shows him how to fix the faulty rocket pack he made earlier through an alchemy mishap. She tells him to use a rocket pack to fly up to the 7th gate, enter the Denizen's Palace, and kill it in its sleep. He complied with this and flew through the 7th gate in spite of reservations from Dave, who just entered the medium the moment before John took off. GC also assisted Rose just after she bested an ogre with ease. She counseled her on understanding her role as a Seer of Light and the meaning of the voice in her head as an exile issuing commands from a terminal. In her case, it was the exiled White Queen issuing commands from the egg-shaped station in the future. Since Dave is Rose's server player, the terminal station from Dave's impact site issues commands to Rose, just as the station at Rose's site, which VW found, issues commands to John, her client player. After conversing with GA, Rose found Jasper Sprite and interrogated him about the secret which she found so maddeningly mysterious years ago. He explained elements of the mythos of her land and how she needed to learn to play the rain to produce the magical the musical analog of the genetic code to reintroduce life to the ocean. In response to her question about a secret, he simply replied, meow. She mistook this for more nonsense, but it was the fact that the secret he told her years ago. The four-letter sequence meow unlocked a genetic code in her subconscious, which she would spend years scrawling on her wall, using those letters in place of typically used GCAT letters while completely oblivious to the scrawlings and their meanings, just as John was. As Jasper said, she would understand their meanings when her dream self wakes up. Rose's dream self lives in a tower in the moon of Durst. Dave's dream self lives in the same moon on the other tower. It suggested that by Rose's future self, who was fully awake in the tower, that Dave had already been awake in this tower all along without realizing it. This was suggested in conversation she had in the future with Dave as an alternative future timeline, not meant to be. This future timeline came about by the series of events. Dave was able to enter the medium by connecting with Jade as a server's player. Jade got copies of the game from the Frog Ruins after she delivered John's package to her past self. She snuck into the ruins while Buck was asleep and retrieved the game from Lotus Time Capsule, which had been taken down for millions of years. The game was Dave's copy from the future, the same one that fell out the window with Imperial Crow. When she got the game, the time capsule started ticking down again. She set to explore 413 years later. When the exiles are there, she dropped some items in the ruins, leaving them for AR to find and leaving her base jammed in the elevator. Beck found her there, took her back to her room, and grounded her there for the rest of the evening. She quickly helped Dave set up the game, upgrading his alchemitor heavily, and crafting the special item which you need to enter the medium, a red egg, which needed to be incubated with the hatch to activate. She prototyped his kernel sprite with the impaled crow, which would affect the enemies later, including the Black Queen. The sprite built a nest on top of his apartment's antenna tower and stole the egg to incubate it for hours. A very large meteor was soon bearing down on the city. Dave then entered the medium through a series of unseen events. Jade was asleep, thus forbidden by Dave from interacting with his environment at all. Jade complied for fear of retribution. Dave was faced with the crow sprite, which appeared to be suggesting her prototype. He prototyped it again with remains of little Cal. Dave consulted with John on this, who was about to rocket up through the seventh gate. John had no advice and proceeded to up through the gate against better judgment. Dave prototyped the sprite with little Cal. John entered the palace, presumably found the denizen, which was easily killed by it. It was the intent of GC's trick on him. This meant John could not establish a connection with Jade to rescue her from the looming meteor, and Dave and Rose lost contact with her presuming dead. Dave and Rose spent next 4 months in the medium, advancing as far as they could to collect information before Dave decided to travel back in time to change events. Dave used his timetables to go back to the moment he was about to prototype with Cal. Both he and his past self strongly urged John not to go through the gate. John was reluctant at first, but soon reconsidered and flew down beneath the clouds. Future Dave then gave present Dave all his advanced gear and prototyped the crow sprite with himself to make Dave's sprite, thus serving his own guide from the future. Before going back in time, future Dave convinced future Rose to go back to sleep. He suggested her dream self would be unaltered by the timeline shift, and in her dream state, she would remember the events from the future. When Dave went back, Rose's future dream self assumed the position of Rose's present dream self. Rose fell asleep, and on Durst's moon, she instantly woke up. She then saw the genetic scrawlings she did in meow letters and understood their meaning. Meanwhile, in Durst below, the Black Queen again insisted that Jack Noir abide by the dress code. He refused, and the Queen threatened him. He picked up Jay's package to John, removed what was inside, used it to slice her ring finger off. He then killed the Black Queen, put on the ring, and donned the full upgrade supplied by the 3 prototypings. He then became Jacksper's Noir Crow, which is just a name I made up now. And then after that, you started watching me type in this ridiculous study I photoshopped for myself with my cool horse painting propped up in the background. Holy cow! Hey. That just happened. We did it. The recap is over. I did it! I did it! Oh, yay. That was... I totally understand all of it now. I feel like I need that in like a little book that I read. Oh God, I can't type. Did it help? It actually did. It would have helped more if I wasn't like trying to like bust it out really quick. But it did clear some stuff up for sure. Yeah. I finally made it to my first stream. That is Homestuck. Everyone can go home. Oh, that's funny. What is this? You move your mouth. W is soft. Where do I start? I don't know what you guys were talking about. I'm just going to keep going. But you guys kept yourself entertained during that nonsense. I didn't read any of that. Do something less boring. MSPA reader. Shut the hell up. AH. Retrieve arm from the background. Huh? Oh. Cal, please. Not now. AH. Why don't you keep drawing Homestuck or something? Oh, but I don't really draw Homestuck. Type this. I'm about to make a joke. Okay. I conjure this intrepid fantasy-scape with tears bled from wisdom-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary magicians. I pull heavy drags from the brooms of inspiration with enchanted bellows, marauded from a guild of churlish mythical dwarves. Vast bulbous riddle spires push the silken strands of pure whimsy through hideous abdominal spinnerets, and it is that which with which, wow, I weave this audacious cocoon of exquisite lies, and when it hatches, a great moth of titillation will awaken, and the roar and beat of its wings and the power settling down will arrest the humors of an enormous, terrible old beggar, relaxing the vulturous, leathery vice grip he's fixed around your captive mind. We were talking about how to say different letters in English. W versus, oh, I see. Yeah. English language is, wow, Hessie's such a nerd. Nerd! What a nerd. This is stupid. Stop being a wise ass and get drawing. Oh. Alright, I won't be that exciting to watch, though. I'll pull up Photoshop again. Here's the file I was using for the fourth wall. What do you want me to draw? Can you show us what's going on with John again? Sure. How about if I drag the content from one of John's files under the fourth wall layer so we can make a more graceful transition out of this ludicrous, highly disruptive self-insertion arc? that sounds like a good idea. Oh, then you can type something like switch walls view to show what's going on with John. Here, I'll prepare the GIF file for that. It'll just take a few seconds. Go ahead, say that. Switch walls view to show us what's going on with John. You decide that's entirely enough of that. If this website becomes any more self-aware and a playfully self-deprecating yet weirdly aggrandizing manner, you're going to go down a bag of puppies in a drown a bag of puppies in a sewer. He shall pay for that. All right, John, answer GC.
What's this? It's your world map with your second gate labeled. Oh, so you can go there.
Oh man, let me drop everything and go there because I'm in such a hurry to take more of your advice.
John, please, give me one of your human breaks. I feel awful about killing you, even though you never even died, so I don't know what you're bitching about.
Yeah, well, Dave said I did, and I believe him.
That is because he and you are the best peepa pals for life. Can I be your pal too, John?
I don't know. I thought you were okay for a while, but now you're kind of giving me the creeps.
Jesus, John.
What?
I'm invoking the name of your Earth Jesus to express frustration.
You mean my Earth Jesus?
I don't know, do I?
Do you have a troll Jesus?
John, we have the best troll Jesus. You don't even know.
Wow, really? Or is this a joke?
It's a joke. I'm not really sure what a Jesus is.
Well, neither do I guess. It's pretty much not anything.
John, will you please follow the map? Let me earn your trust. If you don't like what's on the other side of the gate, you can just turn around.
Okay. I'll take a look. My suggestion, when guests join, why not take turns reading pages, paragraphs, in case of more narrative-heavy parts while still doing the same dialogue you've been doing? That would actually really, yep, that's a good suggestion. I like that suggestion. What is this? What? What?
Down here is your house. I cropped this world map for you so you can find where to go easily. Fly north. Also, hi, this is me.
Oh, it's cute. Oh, here it is.
This is the second gate. Go in here. I promise you won't die this time unless you screw up all by yourself.
Old Google logo. Oh, man. Oh, wow. How cute. Whoa. Proceed to the second gate. John, enter. You spend the next 20 minutes staring at the image before you realize it's not a flash file. Does it really take 20 minutes to go up? Yes, they absolutely do have troll gigas. He wears a really, really tall pair of pants. What happens at the end of this? Can somebody tell me? Because I'm not waiting. But I do want to know. That's not helping me. I really want to know. It's just a gift. But, like, does it go up to nothing? Oh. It just resets. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh. Phew. Oh. Oh, here comes John. Oh man, is this the first time that we've seen two of the characters in the same space? Like two of the kids in the same space? I mean, this is his, I don't know what version of him this is with, I can't remember, with like the, I don't know. There was Jade and John in the Dreamland. Oh, that's true. It's the first time, yes, I believe so. On Prospect. I think so, if you don't count Dave and Dave's sprite, at least on the Alpha timeline. Oh, okay. Yeah, because, like, he's wearing an outfit. Because this is her sleep. I don't know. I'm doing that thing where I'm trying to understand it again. And it's making. But I haven't seen them, like, first I've been in the same room, yeah. Jade and John in Dreamland. That's right. Interesting. Despite the pandemonium of your entrance, Rose is still sound asleep. She must be really tuckered out. It looks like this little guy is awake and ready for action, though. He is adorable. You decide to name him Mr. Meowgan Spengler. John, answer Dave. Wow, okay, you're a little early, but that's fine, I guess. Also, you suck at rockets.
Ugh!
What?
She tricked me again!
Ooh.
GC, she told me how to get to the second gate, so I went through, but it took me to Rose's house instead. Another prank.
Dude, you did go through the second gate. I mean, I don't know why you would listen to her again. Kind of moronic, but that's a whole other issue. She didn't trick you this time.
Oh, then I really don't get this.
What were you expecting? This is how it works. The progression of gates is like a whole round robin thing, cycling through each planet. Gate 2 on your planet leads to Gate 2 on Rose's. Then you build up Gate 3 above her house, which leads somewhere else on her planet. You look for Gate 4 somewhere else. Or you look for Gate 4 somewhere there, which leads to Gate 4 above my house, and so on.
Wow, okay.
Ordinarily, Rose would have already gone through her Gate 1, but she's sleeping pretty hard, obviously. And ordinarily, you wouldn't have gone through Gate 2 until her house was built up, so you wouldn't fall to your death. But you got your cheat rocket, so that's fine. See, we all got to coordinate on this thing.
Okay, so how do you know all this?
Fuck, come on, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're the Orange Dave. Hey, no offense, but do you think I could talk to the real Dave for a second?
God damn it. I am the real Dave. You know, the one who saved your life? I'm more real, actually, because I've been through some heavy shit already hopping around on red hot gears and I-beams for like a year and grinding shit out for your ungrateful ass. Look, check out this code from the future. Not that you deserve it. You're fucking welcome.
Wow, calm down. I'm sorry. It's not really what I meant. I mean, of course you're a real Dave, but what I mean is the Dave from my time is also my friend, so I guess he's in the same boat I'm in, not knowing stuff and all. And I feel bad keeping him out of the loop.
Yo,
Oh, hey, I think I pissed off your future self.
what did you do?
I said he wasn't the real Dave. I think I might have really hurt his feelings, though.
Don't worry about it.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't give a shit, and he's me.
Okay. I'm in Rose's room, by the way.
What? Really?
Yeah, but she's asleep.
Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm coming down to the computer.
Okay.
David's here. He wants to use the computer, probably to help you scope out Rose's room and snoop and stuff. I mean, that's what I would have done if you were alive. So I'm gonna go use the flappy ghost wings and tear shit up in space or something.
Sure. Hey, Dave.
What?
In case I forgot to say so before, thanks for saving my life.
Yeah. John Snoop. This bit makes me sad. Real Dave. God damn it, John. Especially of Jake's conversations with AR. He saved your life, and this is how you repay him. Dave, baby, he lived without John for 4 months, and now John says he isn't real. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay. Yeah, but you didn't experience John dying, Dave? Don't understand anything ever. Okay, so I don't know what you're doing here, but I think we can both agree you've got to rummage through as much of her shit as possible before she wakes up. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like the idea of capering around her room while she's asleep. It feels weird. I'm gonna wake her up. Dude, no, come on. She's out like a light anyway. It was like some weird future thing that happened that made her sleep. A future thing? Yeah, shit doesn't get more clear than that. Well, yeah, she won't wake up, so I guess so. But I'm not snooping. Fine, don't. But here, just do this one thing. See those 2 notebooks on the floor behind you? Yeah, they look sort of like journals. I don't think I should read those. You don't have to read them. I'm not telling you to. Just kind of. What kind of prying tool do you take me for? Just pick them up. You know, like tidy up a bit since you made a royal fucking dump of her room just now. Oh, okay. John, pick up books. Dave Spray deserved better because he said he wouldn't give a shit if John said that. He really did. Aww. I feel like there's a lot of character progression that goes on with Dave that I haven't seen yet. Because even Dave's sprite talks a lot different than Dave. Even though he's Dave. He, like, seems like he talks more, like, mature or something. Show Pastor Log. Yeah, because he's from the future. Yeah, they did a good job writing because it talks Dave plus 4 months of trauma. Wee. Now, I need you to do something else. This is important, like for important game reasons and stuff. Take the card the books are on, flip it over. So you can see the code. Wait a minute. I see what you're trying to do. I won't tell you the code for Rose's books. Dude, you don't have to tell me the code. Just flip it over and let me know if there's a code there. That's all. Okay, I guess. Yeah, there's a code. All right, cool. You can ditch the books now if you want. Maybe put them back on the floor so Rose doesn't think you were snooping. Seriously, you've got some grubby fingers, bro. Why don't you mind your own business there? What's even with you? Haha, Dave, I think I was laughing. Maybe pooped my pants too hard. Isn't that your birthday package there? Oh, yeah, I think it might be. Maybe you should look at it. I don't think it counts as snooping since it's technically yours. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if she finished. She was so tight-lipped about the damn thing. I am really curious. Dave, zoom in. Baby grew up just Dave with an extra 4 months. Bad. The camera slowly zooms in on my tears. Poor Dave. Damn, John really gets played like a scrub here. Boys be snooping. I thought he was smarter than he lets on, but sometimes a boy is just a real dumbass. Look at Rose. Oh, cool. Yarn bonk. Aww. Aw, cute. Aw, Rose and Dave. John, check Rose's bookshelf. You eye your birthday package again curiously. It's awfully tempting to peek inside, but you feel guilty about it for some reason, even though it's yours anyway. You suppose a perusal of her bookshelf would be harmless, though. Just a bunch of books. The knowledge within is meant for everybody. Dave pesters you with the message that, which you decide is, which you decide not to bother dignifying with the whole pestalog ordeal because it's probably just him being a truculent jackass again, so screw him. John, look at a book. This ocean, Charles. You find a book full of beautiful poetry and groundbreaking philosophical thinking by American sports legend Charles Barkley. These are words to cherish. This is a man to treasure. John, take book. You catalog Rose's autographed copy of This Ocean, Charles. Jewels of wisdom like this don't just fall into your lap every day and shouldn't be parted with lightly. You doubt she'll mind if you borrow her book. She's always trying to get you to read her weird books anyway. John, oh, just open the package already. You can't take it anymore. You're going to see what's inside. Ugh. John, I never got to thank you properly for your gift. Yes, the words were there, language comprising the familiar veneer of gratitude rubbing off with each tired favor traded for. A God bless to a sneeze or a few pennies cradled in a receipt. Perhaps it's the deplorable romantic in me, but I thought your present and your friendship demanded reciprocation surpassing by some degree the utterly meaningless. The proper thanks, I thought, would be a demonstration that your offering was not in vain. Yes, maybe some would take your suggested alternative to my gloomy preoccupations as a passive-aggressive jab. But I know you didn't mean it that way. In fact, I'm sure reading about it now is the first time the notion has occurred to you. John, please stop rolling your eyes. The letter is down here. The gift in this box is a resurrection. I used your present to thread life anew into a tattered heirloom. As long as I can remember, its black, greasy appendages have been tethered limply to its ratty, porous carriage, too delicate to wash, too dear to discard. I used to love this rabbit. Now he's yours. I trust you'll find this to be adequately sentimental. Happy birthday, Rose. Oh, is that book brought up like ever again? I don't think so, aside from like that dream one that shows up momentarily way later. John, put the bunny back in the box. Chaos Dunk. This gift from Rose is so cool. 2 sweet bunnies on one birthday? What are the odds? In a fit of enthusiasm, you shut up and jam the bunny back in the box, executing a textbook chaos dunk. Millions would have perished, if everything in the ocean weren't dead already, that is. John, take box. You gently chaos dunk the fragile bunny back in the box and catalog it. It's such a nice present. You'll have to write Rose a thank you note and tuck it under your hairband or something. Wait, no, that'd probably be creepy. This bunny reminds you that you still have a salamander in your Silodex. She's holding the bunny Dave got you. It's sort of uncanny how similar they are, aside from the knit enhancements. Seriously, what are the odds? So weird. John, deploy beloved daughter. You release dear precious Casey. She was probably getting antsy in that card. You think you'll leave her here with Rose. A dangerous quest is nothing to embark on with a sweet, innocent little girl stashed in your inventory. You aren't actually sure if she's a girl, though. You don't even know if salamanders can be girls. Aren't they hermaphrodites or something? You don't know anything about biology, unless it is biology that has to do with ghosts and slime. But even then, you don't actually know anything. You just sort of like to pretend you do. Looks like a troll is bugging Rose. Hi, Cassie, I just got here. Oh, hi! You're here for the last 13 minutes of this stream. You made it. Okay. John, answer troll. Oh, yes. Woo. I'm supposed to antagonize a few members of your trivial species. I have to start somewhere and somewhen, and now I am starting with you. And now it's going to be pointless and unpleasant, mostly for me. Actually, you know what? I'm not really feeling this at all. Goodbye. She's not here right now. She's just, oh, this is him typing on Rose's. I was like, why is he, I think, she's not here right now. She's asleep, but okay, see you. Is this your human sarcasm that I've heard about and that you always use and that basically a terrible way to communicate? No. I thought that was the thing you did. The Rose human specifically?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I am the rose human. Look at me. I am so smart with all these snooty words and complicated things to say. I am the queen of books.
Okay, these are definitely insincere statements. Why do you work so hard at being so awful?
I'm so burned. These burns are crazy. Can't we just cut to the chase and be friends already? These cat and mouse games are so dumb. You know, we're just gonna have to be friends at some point anyway.
Have we spoken before?
I don't know. Maybe? It's hard to keep track with all your time nonsense.
Now that I think about it, it's pretty conceivable that I will talk to you again in the past after this conversation.
That's because you guys always do things the hard way and the dumb way.
I should figure out how the viewpoint feature of this application works so I can see what a primitive creature looks like.
Well, I know what you guys look like. You look kind of like Howie Mandel from Little Monsters. Even though, to be perfectly frank, he was kind of a big monster because he was a big, goofy adult. And Fred Savage was like his little child prankster sidekick.
Is this an adversary you have encountered on your quest?
No, it's a movie. You should ask John about it because he thinks it's awesome, which it is.
It seems you put stock in John's assessment of things, even really uninteresting things that are pretty terrible to listen to. He is either the leader of your party, or you hold whatever the human equivalent of mating fondness is for him.
Yeah, I've got this really cool bunny for his birthday, and it's really nicely knitted and everything because I'm basically in love with him. You are right.
Okay.
I was just kidding. I'm sure John knows it's because I'm really thoughtful, and I bet he really appreciates the present and would say thank you if he were here.
Okay, human courtship is definitely a strange thing, and it's sort of blowing my mind listening to this. I think I'll talk to someone else now.
Why don't you talk to John?
Maybe. And when along his timeline, would you recommend communicating with him?
Oh man, I don't know. Why don't you pick the time that will make the most complicated mess out of everything imaginable? You know that's what you're going to do anyway.
Considering that you are obviously not that smart and basically understand whipping bung-winged fuck all about even the most elementary temporal mechanics, I am a bit perplexed as to why I find myself so vehemently fondling the short end of the antagonism stick here. Kind of irritating. I'm going to talk to your comrades, this John human, and figure out what's going on.
Okay. If you talk to him in the past, he'll understand even less buggy whipped fuck all about time and he'll be confused. So maybe paste something from this conversation to him. I don't know. If you talk to him in the future, he'll probably know all this stuff, like things you've said to him and haven't said yet. Then you'll be confused. Sorry, that's just how this works. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Consider me fully briefed on the matter. Until next time, Rose. Next time in the past.
Yeah, bye. Got him.
Oh, GA and wait. T is Tavros, right? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? I don't know if that's. Is that? Remember when Kanaya thought Rose was stupid? Oh, that was when she was talking to John. I did. The hacker. Oh, this is a new guy. Okay. Who is this? Who's TA? It's him. What is his... How would you describe TA? I don't know who TA is. Solix. Oh, okay. So how is Solix just like what's his personality? Like what would be his voice? I don't know anything about him. Nerd. Lisp. Oh, he's got a lisp. He's got a lisp? Thought. Nerd speaks with lisp, always exasperated. Oh, because of his teeth. Okay, I gotta write this down. Where are my notes, dude? It's no bueno, guys. I need my notes. Is this my notes? Oh man. All my notes. I'm lost without them. Because they had all my... Oh man, I don't have to make new notes. Alright, let's take a new page out of here. And I need a pencil. Self-exasperating, a little disgruntled, caught between, attitude-wise annoyed. He's the IT guy no one listens to. So ATA is Solix. IT guy type. Ooh, that's the right player. Lisp, grumpy, nerdy. And then Kanaya is GA. Okay. Oh, there's a lot to keep track of. Okay. If you're not too busy setting up the network, perhaps you could come show me how to activate the viewport. I am in fact too busy still setting it up. Whoa, here's an idea. Press F1. My keyboard is missing the F1 key. Lies. Don't bother telling me I'm not in the mood. If I see one more snarl of wires just kind of jutting out and being tangled or whatever, I'm going to perform some sort of athletic fucking somersault off the deep end and get a call from the president or some shit. So go away. Stupid voice. You used to like to talk more. If I recall, I was typically the one who could solicit reprieves from your nonsense, so I don't know what happened. That was before I knew we were all going to die, and no one believed me. And now look at you all believing me suddenly. Uncanny. Well, then why are you doing this? Setting up these stations for us? To get you all off my bulge about it, but I won't troll any of them personally. No way. Kind of juvenile, but you guys go knock yourselves out, okay? See the menu up top? Fiddle around with that till you open the viewport. I did fiddle with it, to no avail. If you can't figure it out by fucking around, you don't belong near computers. Kind of like with registered sex offenders in schools. If you move to a new town, you have to go up to your neighbor's door and warn them about how stupid you are and give them a chance to hide all their innocent technology and vandalize your house. I love this. How does he know what a scroll is? Just scrolling through human Wikipedia. Oh, this must be him. F1. Oh, he took the key. F1 bonk. Rose and Dave, shut up and jam. Dave shows you some of his sweet gear. Wow, he is so cool. Oh, I can jam. Whoa. So much good music in this game. Rose, first be the pony, second follow mom. You are now the pony. You stand outside some ruins which your beloved master's mother entered recently. Outside you'll find a striking scarcity of oats or greenery or anything at all that's delicious to chew on. This is as compelling a reason as any to follow her inside. Maplehoof, enter. Dear Streamer slaps. Oh, she got murder actions. Kanaya had it. She was fucking with him. No, she took it and threw it at him. Song from the missing album. Rip Prospect and Durst album. You go in the ruins. Your clopping hooves echo throughout the cavernous and foreboding environment, but you are too stupid to be nervous. Your powerful snout detects the scent of Rose's mom. She went this way. Maplehoof follows scent. Good grief, look at all this grist. A large and terrible monster must surely have been slain here. Maplehoof, collect grist. You pick up all the grist and store it in Rose's grist cache. This is entirely too much grist of many exotic types for such a low-level player, but you'll take it. You don't look a gift horse in the pink heart tattoo. The grist overflow is gathered by the grist gutter utility supplied by Grist Torrent. It is stored and gradually redirected to other players. Maplehoof, proceed. Aw, Mom! Rosa's mom stands on a small platform and disappears. You are a little nervous about transportalizing yourself, as a quadruple grizzly bisection strikes you as a very real possibility, even though you're too dumb to think of such things. John, first be the hat. Second, find Dad. Rose stops being the pony just in time for John to start being the hat. The breeze carries you to where you need to go. You settle in front of a man in sore need of a fresh hat. He gathers the clean hat, along with a shoe he found, through similarly serendipitous means to replace the one he lost. Oh, it's her dad. Or no, Grandpa and Dad. Oh, he's transportalizing. John, visit Rose's alchemister. Oh, we rearranged the album compilations in Bandcamp. You decide to try out the code Dave Sprite gave you. John, make item. The thing is huge and costs a fortune. 500,000 pieces of bilge, garnets, diamonds, and gold, and a single piece of quartz. There's no way you can make that, let alone wield it, even with your ghost gloves. John, shrink it down. Whoa! You use the alchemister scaling upgrade to reduce it to a more manageable and affordable size. It makes a weapon called Fear No Anvil. John, pester Dave Sprite. All right, we're going to Miss Dave Sprite. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we are going to save it right here since it is now 12. I did want to show you guys one thing. I saw it come through the Fan Forge over the weekend, and I was really excited about it. I'll show you. And I was like, oh man, I have to show you guys on my stream. There's some art somebody did. Hopefully it's approved. Sorry, everything's going a little slow. Yeah, here it is. Check it out. It's so good. Maggie Vamp. I don't know this artist, but I'm hoping it's somebody that was watching the stream, because this was 100% something we talked about on the stream. Isn't it amazing? Yo, that's so cool. Who's the artist? The artist is this Maggie Vamp from Bulgaria. Actually, I have to check this because it's supposed to be showing her stuff down here. Yeah, I don't know what her info is as far as like Twitter and stuff, because she didn't fill out anything that I can see. But isn't that Maggie? Is that someone that you are familiar with? Not Frosty Rat? You should link her her Twitter or something if you have it. But isn't that amazing? I was really excited to see this, and I definitely am going to include it in whatever we put up for 413. So rad. Yeah, there's some really cute stuff that's come up in the past few days. You have Rose and Jasper Sprite. And, oh yeah, this one was just so cool. God, so neat. Skeletal Gadget always does, like, amazing stuff. They have a Tumblr. Sweet! You should link. Is it just maggievamp.tumblr.com, or? I figure I'll bug her later. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was amazing. And I was like, was she watching the stream? Because I definitely said on stream that it'd be cool if we, like, someone made like a black metal version of the Midnight Crew as a t-shirt. So I'm super into this. But anyway, thank you for everyone who showed up today. Yeah, it's that. Okay. You should. Yeah, absolutely. They're so good. Tomorrow our guest is hold on. I know this. Macus, Macus. So I am really excited about that. I will be posting on our Tumblr about that maybe later today, probably first thing tomorrow. I don't have anybody scheduled for, oh no, Wednesday is Rev. Okay. Yeah, so Wednesday is Rev. So if you're interested in that, that's when you should mark on your calendars. And I'll start filling up the rest of the week as we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during this one-man stream today, and it'll be a little less lonely here tomorrow. You don't have to hear my jabbering maw as much tomorrow. So, Maggie Vamp. Sweet. Thanks, Space Cactus. I'll check that out. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.